receive from you all has kept me motivated to do what I set out to do. With the many projects and commitments that I have quit, I'm proud of myself for being able to have finished this cohort today. Thank you to all my classmates and the faculty involved in my education. It's been a long year with so much information that I couldn't have done it without so many of you. I hope I make you proud and successfully use the knowledge and skills that you've given me to help people where I can moving forward. Thank you.
This is Tristan. I just wanted to thank my family for being so supportive in this year-long journey through medic school, and all my friends who were there for me when things got tough and picked me up during that time. I couldn't ask for better people in my life, and I don't think I would have made it through this without you all, so thank you.
Thank you for being here with us today on this special day. I'd like to start off by thanking Chuck Bauer, Jamie Tate, Jenny Wyatt, and all of the staff, instructors, and departments that made this day possible. I'd like to take the time to give a special thanks to my family and friends, especially my best friend, my mom, my sister, and my grandpa for always encouraging me, giving me endless love, patience, and support this last year. It wouldn't have been possible without you guys. And this one was for you, Dad. I love you guys.
I would like to thank my family, my dog Cash, my best friend Abby, and Chuck Bauer for literally just helping me survive the year.
Hi, I would just like to say thank you to my amazing family for supporting me over this last year. I couldn't have done it.
Welcome to the Mesa Community College Performing Arts Center. For the enjoyment of other audience members, please silence your cell phone and refrain from flash photography, texting, or using social media during the performance. For information about upcoming events, please visit us at mesacc.edu/arts. At this time, we would like to acknowledge and recognize that the land this college sits on is within the ancestral and traditional land boundaries of several tribal nations in Arizona. We are very fortunate to live and work in such an important and amazing place, and we ask all of you to consider the significance of this location. Thank you, and enjoy the performance.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and faculty. My name is Jamie Tate. I'm the program coordinator in the Allied Health Department, and on behalf of Mesa Community College, Program Director Jenny Wyatt, I would like to welcome you all to the 2023-1 Paramedic Cohort Graduation Ceremony. We now would like to share a video your students have created titled The Flashback.
Make it 50. Yeah, under 5 would be fine. I don't think that $5 is there.
I think that was 5 seconds actually.
Purpose to see if we can get you guys to think critically.
but not least, I want to thank me. I want to thank me for believing in me. I want to thank me for doing all this hard work. I want to thank me for having no days off. I want to thank me for never quitting. I want to thank me for always being a giver and trying to give more than I receive. I want to thank me for trying to do more right than wrong. I want to thank me for just being me at all times. Snoop Dogg, you a bad... Thank you, God. Appreciate that.
Students, please be seated. I would like to start by saying thank you. Thank you to all the friends and family not only here with us this evening, but all of you watching online to celebrate this amazing day. Thank you for supporting your student. Thank you for allowing us to share our knowledge and helping build the next generation of paramedics. To the students, paramedics of Mesa Community College Cohort 2023-1, thank you for doing what you said you would do in your interview. You made it. Congratulations. Please welcome our lead instructor, Mr. Chuck Bauer.
Hello, everyone. That was an amazing video, wasn't it? I had no idea some of those things happened. I don't know where I was. And there's a disclaimer, they were not sleeping while we were teaching. Those were break times. I just want to let all of you know how proud I am. We spent 12 months together. We got to know each other, and we became a family. And I want you all to know how very proud I am of your loved one, son, daughter, friend, husband, wife, significant other. They made an amazing journey. And I'm going to keep this short, but I just want to say to you, graduating class, that no matter where you end up in life, whether it's in EMS or not, the skills you have learned and the ability to think critically is something you can take with you and apply to every part of your life. So I don't want you to forget that. You may work someday as an accountant, but from this day forward, you will always be a paramedic. Thank you.
Thank you, Chuck. I would now like to welcome our program medical director, Mr. Chip Finch.
So Jamie, thank you, and Chuck, again, it's an honor. It's not only an honor to work underneath solid faculty, but it's an honor to be at a program that can produce what you see up here. And these are solid graduates. These are going to be individuals in the community that are going to really take care of not only our families, but the whole community. And to be up here representing this program with you, first of all, congratulations. So I think they each deserve that. It's an honor. As an emergency physician, I see patients coming in from a number of different programs who have provided paramedicine throughout our community and across the country. And I can attest over the years that this is no better right here than any other program that you're going to see. Mesa Community provides the top-notch program because of our faculty, our administration, and the leadership that we have here. So first and foremost, you guys all deserve recognition. I can also say that as the end provider in the hospital seeing patients that arrive, I'm confident that not only are you going to provide the best care, but I look forward to having you guys bring the patients to me versus other paramedics from other places across town and across the country. And the reason why is because of the education. So a couple things I wanted to just mention. Number one, be humble. Number two, make sure that you keep your life and work in balance. Number three, you're going to be a lifelong learner depending on anything you end up doing. You'll always be a paramedic. But with that being said, you're going to be someone who actually can provide the best care for your patients and their families. And so be present and also know when to get help. So I'm going to just throw that out there as your medical director. It was an honor to represent the program, and I'm confident you guys are going to do a great job in our community. Congratulations.
I'm going to take a few moments and try and bring the last 12 months into perspective. Not only did our students do countless hours of lecture, lab, read hours upon hours of program-related material, and hours of group study, personal study, but they were also required to meet our rigorous program benchmarks. Your students completed 8,921 combined field hours, 3,951 combined clinical hours. They completed 875 team leads. They had 5,897 patient contacts, and they administered over 2,621 medications. They started 2,072 combined IVs and performed 1,222 simulated intubations. Their workload was daunting, and they met that challenge with grace and dignity. You all may be thinking to yourself, why would anyone willingly put themselves through all this? The answer is that paramedicine is a calling. That term may sound cliche. We throw "it's a calling" around very loosely in this profession. But I can tell you with the utmost certainty, and from experience, this profession is about the call. Now, students, you may be thinking that I'm talking about the calls that you will run out in the field. Not necessarily. A paramedic's responsibility is two things, and two things only. One, to ease the suffering of the sick and injured, and two, to do no further harm on our calls. And I believe this to be the most important aspect of our profession. I believe that to my core. This is not the call I am speaking of, however. The call is that voice inside of you, that indescribable driving force that made you decide on a profession where you are in service of easing the suffering of strangers. Why did you choose this path? It wasn't to get rich, and it better not be because you want to look cool in your brush pants or reflective vests. And I'm sure it's not because you wanted to spend many sleepless nights away from your family, eating a cold meal from whatever convenience store happens to be open at the time. No, I'm sure it's none of those reasons. So it has to be the call. Now, I'm not a religious man, but I do have my beliefs. There's a Bible verse that is very applicable to the EMS profession. Isaiah chapter 6, verse 8. And it says, "Then I heard a voice of the Lord saying, 'Whom shall I send, and who will go for us?' And I said, 'Here I am, Lord, send me.'" That, my friends, is the call. A call to a power bigger than yourself, a responsibility unlike anything you have ever experienced before. I want to congratulate you on a job well done You all should be very incredibly proud of yourselves. Everyone in this room is incredibly proud of you, and it has been my honor to be a part of your education. On behalf of Mrs. Jenny Wyatt and the Mesa Community College faculty, I want to welcome you all into the field, no longer as students, but as peers. Congratulations, cohort 2023-1. Please welcome Mrs. Jenny Wyatt to the stage. We now would like to recognize a few students and their outstanding academic achievements. The following students finished top of their class and finished within 2 percentage points of each other and were all in the running for Top Gun. Kyle Kapanek. Jake Levanway. Andrew McDonald. Jessamine Powell. Yeah. I got a whole spiel. Thanks, Jenny. All right, there are two things that are unique to our program: the expectation of the bar and the concept of the Top Gun. As you know, Top Gun is one of the greatest movies to come out of the 80s. Please allow me to give you a brief history lesson. In the 1980s, there was this little movie that came out, had a little unknown actor named Tom Cruise. The movie was about naval aviators battling to be the best. This movie, of course, was called Top Gun. So in this movie, our dreamboat, Cruise, a naval aviator, competes to be the #1 pilot, or Top Gun. Fast forward to our current paramedic program. Just like in the movie where the aviators had to prove that they were the best of the best, our students were put to the same task. The Top Gun recipient had to show that they have the same characteristics as Maverick, and not just their boyish good looks. They had to show integrity, accountability, leadership, professionalism, empathy, and motivation. The Top Gun Award not only goes to the student with the highest GPA, but it's also voted on by their peers and the faculty. It is my privilege to introduce to you your 2023-1 cohort Top Gun, Mr. Bradley Holub.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I'd like to say a quick thank you to all the family, friends, ambassadors, representatives for being here tonight. Many of us would not be here today without your continued support. A lot has been said already, so I may be a little redundant, but it's coming from me personally. And first, I'd like to say that this has been a long year for all of us. There are some ups and downs, setbacks, misunderstandings, and disagreements, but nonetheless, we persevered. And here we sit today having dedicated a full year of our life to the pursuit of a calling and lifestyle few understand or truly appreciate. This journey, known as medic school, has affected us all very differently. But regardless of how we each look back at it, I believe there are some lessons we all remember fondly. First, wildlife is a constant threat. If a road sign says animal crossings, it may be best to slow down. Kias and deer don't mix well. I may be cold-hearted for this next one, but beware of falls. We all know how common they are in this field, but things can get icy when you least expect it. And lastly, and the most important lesson of all, don't be dumb. While memories such as these may make today bittersweet, I know that all of us are looking forward to what the future holds. And while we certainly lived the idea of raising the bar, we encompass the idea of dedication and want to be the best providers we can be. We want to be better for ourselves, our patients, and our families, better for the communities we will serve, and the lives we will change. But this level of dedication and achievement was only possible because of the shared desire for excellence held by each individual in this class. I'm honored and blessed to have known each and every one of you, most of you. And I want to thank you all for giving me the opportunity and the chance to sit next to you in class. Thank you to the instructors for the wealth of knowledge you've passed on to us. I promise we won't treat real patients like the mannequins. And lastly, thanks again to the friends and family who have stuck with us through this past year. You are the most important part of our support system and will be for the years to come. Thanks everyone, and enjoy the rest of the night. And one last quick piece before I step down from here. I'd like to go ahead and give a quick award to our lead instructor, Chuck Bauer. If you'd like to come up here and accept this real quick. On the spot, I don't know if you'd like to present it to everyone.
I feel like the Grammys. Says, with our deepest gratitude, we proudly recognize Charles Bauer as the heart of our program.
I would now like to welcome our department chair, Mr. Sean Newton, to the podium for a special presentation.
Seriously, one of the best class videos I've ever seen. Who did that? Kudos. Kudos. That was really, really nice. Thank you, friends and family, for being here this evening and for supporting your loved ones through this process. Students, congratulations to all of you on your accomplishment. I'm very proud of each and every one of you. And I get the honor, distinct honor, of talking about some traditions in paramedic education and some traditions in emergency medical services. I myself completed my paramedic training a very long time ago. No, I will not give the year. But I remember it fondly. I remember the challenges. I remember the difficult times. But I always remember the joy and the sense of accomplishment that I had when I graduated my paramedic program. And that would not have been possible without a coach, without a mentor. And this next phase of the program, we're going to be talking about the passing of the patch and what that means. A very long time ago, when paramedics first started, there was a huge emphasis placed on the importance of mentorship, and there still is today. And you are precepted by a senior paramedic as part of your capstone process in your paramedic education program. Your preceptor gets the final say. They write your final evaluation and they literally say you are ready or you are not ready. That's a huge responsibility. It's a culmination of 12 months of sacrifice and hard work, all hanging on one person's recommendation. They're your coach, they're your mentor. So we felt it was very important back in the day that we acknowledge this. They would, upon a student's graduation, tear the patch off of their uniform. Yes, actually, back in the day, we would wear actual patches like this. Although today, they're silk screened. Some people don't even wear patches anymore. But back in the day, we used to actually wear patches on our uniform. Those uniforms often became tattered, worn, dirty, often bloody. But that patch stayed on the arm of the provider. It was a sign of their higher level of care, and it was a sign often of the difficult road that they traveled in the profession. And when their student was done with their training, they would tear this patch from their uniform and they would hand it to the student as part of their completion. This was often a solemn moment of introspection, deep thought, and the culmination of training the next generation of providers. We don't wear patches anymore, like I said, but in this program, we do believe in the history and the value of mentorship and coaching and passing the patch on to the next generation. So I would like to share with you a poem that I will read aloud. It's called The Passing of the Patch. Questions there were many, patience you had plenty. Which is right, is it wrong? Feeling like I didn't belong. You were strong, helped me believe, gained the knowledge I would need. You gave me strength to persevere and helped dispel my many fears. Saving lives, a destiny few can share. My mentor taught me to provide care. Comrades, that is what we are, what we shall always be. Brothers and sisters created, a new family. Though life may carry me near and far, my skills no one can match, for I hold the memory of my mentor and their passing of the patch. Again, congratulations, graduates, and best of luck in a healthy and happy career to all of you.
And now, the time we've all been waiting for. Now we will hand out the student certificates and patches. Cohort 2023-1, please stand. Haley Aller. Skip the head. Tessa Cummings. Sharif Alfiki. Isaias Hernandez. Bradley Holub. Justin Lefevre.
See, you upset the child.
Jake Levanway. Good job, man. Andrew McDonald. It's very Top Gunish. Or Miami Vice. Jessamine Powell.
It's the shoe. It's the shoe.
Mark Pruitt. Brianna Romero. Damon Scoggin. If you're following along at home, I clearly don't know my ABCs. Kyle Kapanek. I was so nervous about your name, that's why. I appreciate that. You got two. Shay Settles. Keith Stockman III. Dakota Varela. Dennis Velasco. Tristan Ward. Congrats, man. Sade Wilson. Congratulations, I'm very proud of you. All right, now, cohort 2023-1, please stand. Friends, faculty, and distinguished guests and dignitaries, it is my pleasure to give to you the Mesa Community College Paramedic Program 2023-1 graduating class.